Hey guys, it's Barbara, and I wanted to share with you tonight. I think I told you I'm in an assisted living, basically because I can't afford an apartment in LA, and insurance helps me pay for this. If you look on my reels, REELS, you'll see the filthy, filthy, dirty carpet that I got with urine and fecal matter smell, all the dirt that I vacuumed up. It's been over a year now. They refused to change my room. I stopped paying my end of the rent. So I brought on an eviction, which I'm not new to representing myself. I'm not new to going to court. But I thought I'd just give you just a look at a law book. If you've never been in a law library, and if you've never had to be your own attorney, what is it? If you have yourself for an attorney, you have a fool for an attorney. Well, I'm the fool. Anyway, this is called California Eviction Defense. I just want you to see, this is just one book. They let me take it out. I have 4 of these sitting on my wheelchair. And it's all these laws and forms. Everything has to be meticulously, found something, meticulously submitted to the court. You just can't write just anything. You have to know exactly which form. Lawyers can just press a button in their office and out comes the form. Out comes everything that takes me hours to figure out from this book. So I thought I'd share that with you is they don't know who they messed with. And you know I talk a lot about God protecting those of us who are harmed and betrayed. I have no doubt anymore. When I say they don't know who they messed with, I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about the God in me that has been... Ooh, wow, did you hear that? Okay, wow. When things like that happen, stop and pause at what you were saying. What I was saying was they messed with the wrong person. It's not me, it's the God in me. And then there was that explosion. I don't know what that was. I need to sit with this for a minute. They're messing with the God in me. I'm not concerned about winning. I'm concerned about getting all my evidence, pictures, phone conversations, everything that they think I wasn't watching. Just like the community I told you that threw me under the bus. I'm telling you, people, watch, listen, document. If you are with really abusive, which is here, harmful, bullies, these are a bunch of bullies, and I just now noticed another blouse of mine is missing, one that I was intending to wear tonight. And they're going to deny it. And I just want to get in that room, get my evidence. Once you give something to a judge, evidence, it goes in the court and it stays on record for the next person who comes behind me, if they're smart enough to research it. So, boy, that was amazing. I need to remember how powerful that was. They're messing with the wrong person. They're messing with the God in me. And that explosion, did you hear it? They're messing with the God in me. Own that for yourself. When people come at you, they are messing with the God in you. And to the degree that you've nurtured that relationship of God is the degree to which He can protect you and defend you and speak through you. And you don't have to be articulate. You don't have to be perfect. As long as you tell the truth, as long as you are authentic, and as long as you are respectful. Respect the judge, respect the courthouse. Don't go berserk, don't go all emotional. Hold your peace no matter what the other attorney says, and he is going to give the judge a mouthful about you. Just hold your peace, hold steady. If they have to look down at your papers. You don't need to look at the attorney, or you can just look at the judge. Don't react. The judge makes his decision in the first, what do they say, 60 seconds to 2 minutes. He knows who's playing games and who is sincere. So don't play any games with a judge. Be honest, be sincere. And it doesn't mean you'll win. It doesn't mean you'll win. Even with, I've said to you, even with all the evidence up to here, it is not, the human court is not perfect. They are human beings. But something I'm doing this time around is I am submitting to the spiritual courts of God several cases that I cannot afford to do in the courts. I'm bringing them to God, and I'm asking for divine justice, not human justice, divine justice, meaning, God, you handle this, you balance this, and please, some reformation for me based on the harm. So I was very angry before I did this podcast because I was in the law, I go so fast, because I was in the law library all day today, and as I was writing, I was getting angrier and angrier and angrier at what they have done. They're not answering my letters. They don't help me. I don't understand how they think they can win, because I have all the evidence of unanswered letters, denied services, the food. I have pictures of all the meals. You would puke. So I'm going to do the best I can. I have to find a place to live. I don't want to go into another place like this. I've tried. They steal. They're disrespectful. They're bullies. These people are hired off the street in these places. They're not licensed. They're not educated. They're on minimum wage. And they love to steal. That's how they get their extra money. So this is not my first experience. This is not my first rodeo with these people. For some reason, I thought that this place would finally be a place to settle for a year or two, to get my health back, to start to walk again, hopefully. If anything, I have gotten sicker. It may not look good to you, but this is not the real Barbara. My back has gotten worse. My walking's gotten worse. I've just gotten worse and worse here. Is that a word, worse and worse? And they get away with it. They get away with this year after year after year, and they get thousands and thousands of dollars from Medicare. See, now that's something our president should work on. That's what makes me want to go to court, is to just finally stop one of these people in their tracks. Stop one of these people. Stop one of these places in their tracks. So if anybody has any advice for me, I don't have comments section, but you can look me up through Facebook. Look on my messenger and look up my name. Is it there? Barbara Fiametta? I don't know if my name is there. Barbara Fiametta. In LA. I'd love to hear from you. And if anyone out there is an attorney who wants a pro bono case, I've got one for you, because this one I'm going public with. This one I'm going to put on the podcasts. I'm going to show you all my pictures. And if you look on my reels, you'll see what the carpet looks like. You can't smell it, but I sure did for like 6 to 8 months. It's a very old, filthy carpet that they gave to me 5 minutes before I signed the contract. So I'll be telling you the whole story. I have lots of stories to tell you. I'm slowly coming out of the closet with them. I needed to feel a little better. So look at this. Rooms and rooms full of books like this. I made a reel that said we went from the 10 Commandments, And now there's a rule and a law for how to file your nails properly. Probably how to pick your nose properly. So that's a manual. That's only part 1. There's 2 more. There's part 2 and part 3. I have to tell you, folks, I'm laughing now because I love doing this. But I came home so angry and livid. And I didn't know what to do with it. So I started putting on makeup. I did my hair. I got dressed. I set up my camera. And I'm talking to you. I've got my candle. And I feel so much better. So thank you. And somewhere tonight, I told you that I have 3,500 people have followed me. I had no idea. So thank you. I didn't know you can check numbers. What do they call it? I think analytics. So this is a slow motion project. So anyway, God bless everybody, and don't let those landlords get away with it. They are slumlords. They are slumlords. You know, ever since I've been in LA, it's been one slumlord after another. I didn't have this problem in New York. I don't know what it is about LA landlords. Well, they're in New York too. Why would you buy property? Why would you buy a building? Why would you do that if you have no intention of maintaining it? I don't understand. I don't understand. I had a friend, name starts with J. I miss him so much. I don't know where he is, but he owned a lot of property. And I was having trouble with the landlord, and he said to me, I take pride in my properties. I go to my tenants and I ask them, do you need anything? Does anything need to be fixed? What a difference between someone who takes pride in their property and someone who just buys it for money to make a profit and just lets it wither away and then blame the tenant. So guys, if you have property, if it's 2 apartments, if it's 4 apartments, if it's a building, if it's a community, you are responsible. You are responsible. You are responsible on a spiritual level, guys. Nothing goes past this heart. If you are a slumlord, you are violating God in people. You're violating the hearts. You're violating divine energy. And you think you're getting away with it. You're not getting away with anything, guys. You're not getting away with it. Maybe in this lifetime, maybe a couple of lifetimes, but eventually everything catches up. And if you don't handle it, it goes to your children. It's called karma. If they don't handle it, it goes to the grandchildren. If they don't handle it, it goes to the great-great-grandchildren. It's your bloodline. You and all your ancestors are responsible for your bloodline. And so many of us today are here to clean up our bloodline from all the junk. So if you see a lot of us exhausted and going through hell and being attacked, it's because we stepped up and said, I'll clean it up. I'll take it on. I'll take all the mistakes that were made by my family and my bloodline, and I will transmute it, alchemize it, and put it into love. And that's when the rewards come. So, God bless you. I love you. And try not to end up with a slumlord. And I won't say any more right now. Okay, bye. They come where you least expect them. That's what I'll say for now.